Hello. Hello, hello. Let me adjust my mic. Welcome to Frustration Friday. We are back. I think the best thing about the course, honestly, is even though I've been web pen testing for what now, 12 years, and like obviously I'm good at it, but doing the course and actually committing stuff to from my memory down into slides means I have to go. I want to be doubly sure of stuff, right? So I go and look up everything that I'm writing down just to verify this is the latest stuff and everything. So I've actually learnt stuff, not necessarily new skills, but new tools. Like, for instance, I was doing the deserialization slides, and there is a tool called DeserializationDumper. Or is it SerializationDumper? It's one of those. SerializationDumper. And this is really cool. So this is... It only works for Java, but if you give it a serialized Java object, it will spit out this thing, right? Which is basic. I mean, it looks kind of weird, but all this is a description of everything that's serialized in that Java serialized object. But what you can do, this is not a really good one. I wonder if I got the one. I wonder if it's in tools. Hang on a minute. Web SerializationDumper. Okay, locate serialized. Oh, it was in here. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so this was actually for a sneak CTF. So I think object is right. There's the object. And now if I do Java jar this, hang on. So we're going to give it the file containing raw data, maybe? No. Okay. So what we need to do is we actually need to. Oops. Oh my goodness! I'm just not typing stuff today. Right, okay, serialized is basically... Okay, so to explain, object contains the base64 encoded serialized object. Serialized contains the unbase64. It's basically the raw object. So what we need to do here is pass it serialized. Okay, so it spits out this. Okay, which most of this you don't even need to care about. But if you get down to here, these fields, you have, so this is a long, so this is the type. The field name is least sig bits, and then that's the actual value. I don't know if there's a... Is there a string in here? I don't think there is a string in here. But what you can do is you can pipe that to like unserialized, right? And then you can go down here and say, okay, well, you know what? I want to actually change this value. So this is the long. This is the value of the long, right? And so what you would do if you want to change this value. So let's go into... So we need to convert dec to hex. Okay, so I think... Oh, it's negative. That would explain a lot. Okay, that doesn't explain a lot. I'm not entirely. I haven't really changed longs before, but effectively, all you do is you change this value in the file. So let's just change this e to an f, right? And then, so this works way better with strings, but then what you do is you do rebuild. So you do b for the input file, which is unserialized, and then the output file reserialized, right? And now it's basically changed the object. So this reserialized is that serialized object from before, but I've updated the value of one of the fields, which is really cool. It's better. It's easier to show, honestly, with strings, but I obviously can't do that right now. All right. What's the config file you pass? Yes, let's have a look at that. So, autorecon's default options are relatively slow. That's basically because it uses mmap's default options, and mmap is reasonably slow, and that's a good reason. That's a good thing that it's slow. It's so you don't kill networks. However, so autorecon doesn't want to make any assumptions about the kind of network you're on. However, I know that I run autorecon against single boxes, and so I pass it. I use this mmap append. All of these, by the way, are options that you can pass just a regular mmap. So if you do -h, practically any time you see something here, so you see an option like dash. If you see a dash before any option, you can, generally speaking, this isn't an overall rule, but it's a general rule, you can take that name and you can put it into this file, the config file. So mmap-append. You can also do mmap_append. It doesn't matter. Dashes and underscores are the same, according to this. And then you pass it the option. So verbose equals 2. Exclude tags. I don't like this plugin, but whatever. Then these globals you don't really need to care about. I don't, honestly, but they're there in case you need them. Plugin options. So every time you have, so if we do autorecon --list plugins, you'll see all these lovely things. If you take what's called the plugin slug, so it's a lowercase hyphen separated name of the plugin. So in this case, I think Dirbuster was the example, right? So Dirbuster plugin. So we take Dirbuster and put it in square brackets here. You have to do this at the end of the file. If you do it up here, you're going to fuck everything up. But we do it there, and then we set threads equal to 20, ext equals these, word list equals this. What those are the autorecon's plugin options, plugin arguments. So you see here we have dirbuster.tool, dirbuster.wordlist. The threads value is this. The ext value is there. So that's the extensions you want to fuzz. What was the other one I did? Word list, that's it. And word list is obviously an array because you can pass multiple word lists to the Dirbuster autorecon users. And so that's why it's an array. Did I start the box? I did. Okay, good. So Year of the Dog, I'm taking, is not going to have a domain name. So what we'll do... okay. We should probably sudo autorecon, I feel like. Why did I do that? That's not how that works. And yes, config.toml and then the IP address. Cool. Okay. And as you can see, yes, it's actually done almost everything apart from the directory busting scan. So, ever use Ferox Buster? Yeah, I mean, this is... So if you look at autorecon... Oh, don't know why I'm doing that. If you look at autorecon, Dirbuster... So you got to remember, the Dirbuster thing is just the name of the plugin in autorecon. And it's called that because it's a directory busting plugin. You can choose the options. You can choose the tool it uses. You can either use Ferox Buster, GoBuster, Dirsearch, FFUF, or Derby. I default to Ferox Buster. Autorecon defaults to Ferox Buster. So yes, if you use autorecon, it does all its busting via Ferox Buster. Because I like Ferox Buster. So, we have a timer going. Okay, let's use VS Code, which is my new favorite editing tool for reading stuff. Alright, we're going to go down here. It's going to be Year of the Dog. Which is here. Scans. Alright, we have 2 ports. Port 22, which is obviously SSH. We look in here usually just to see the version. Honestly, it's extremely rare to come across a very old version of OpenSSH. Especially one that's actually vulnerable. But what I do look for is this thing. Supported authentication methods, public key and password. Which generally means public key, if we find a key, we can usually authenticate using that key, or if we find a password, we can try and do that. Other than that, not really anything interesting. However, this. Where we queue for the sake of queuing like good old Brits. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Okay. So, we want to look for 200s. Or potentially 301s, actually. So there is a config.php, but it's obviously if it's parsing the PHP, it's going to have nothing in it. But we do at least remember there's a config.php there. Mmap, what did Mmap find? And this is, I believe, still running. Okay. Headers, Apache 2429 isn't vulnerable. I don't think it is. Okay. Not really anything there. And what web? So I'm guessing what we're going to have to do is go to the actual site. What's the difference in performance? I mean, this is a question it's kind of tricky because most of what directory busting is just sending HTTP requests. Like, I feel like 95% of the tool is just going to be sending HTTP requests. And realistically, there isn't any difference between, or there shouldn't be, I should say, any difference between tools in terms of how fast it can send HTTP requests, right? So GoBuster and FerrexBuster should roughly be the same speed. It all, again, depends on the processing. I mean, FerrexBuster is written in Rust and GoBuster is written in Go. And out of the two, I believe Rust is quicker in terms of actual programming. But at the same time, there isn't really much to directory busting. All you're doing is sending an HTTP request, reading the response, and running a few rules to see, oh, was that a 404? Was that a 200? Was it a redirect? So honestly, I don't think there is much difference. Obviously FerrexBuster has way more features because the GoBuster devs just can't be bothered. All right. Let's see what we got here. Number 30 in the queue. Why did it have to be this box with a freaking... For those of you who don't know, despite my accent, I do not consider myself British. I'm a good American. Good American boy. Alright, it looks like this is like a random... So it said for some reason number 30, but when we did the curl, it said number 57. Oh, hang on, the cookie maybe. So the cookie is being set. So what is this? Let's pipe this through, name that hash. I forget how you do it on the command line. Oops. Name that hash -t. MD5. Okay, so we'll try and crack this, I guess. id.md5. Oops, not that. .md5. Okay, we'll paste this in here. And I think I can... Yes, good. Oh, shut up. Stop. There we go. Alright, timer, we can just... go away now. Alright, let's do John. Format equals MD, raw dash MD5. And... Is this tool better than hash ID? I think so. Mostly because it gives you Hashcat's option and John the Ripper's option. It's also developed by one of the TryHackMe guys. It's pretty good. So let's see if this actually does anything. No. I mean, this might just literally be a random string. It doesn't have to be an MD5. It could just be literally an ID here. However, I'm not going to take any risks. Let's just see what CrackStation makes of it. Okay, not found. Which means I imagine if we just resend the thing. Number 85. Number 32. Number 85. Weird. Alright, what else did we find here? Scans. Okay, so these were 403's assets. We can always look at the assets. It's just going to probably be these CSS files, I imagine. It's very slow. Got CSS. Yeah, that's just CSS. Flag.jpg is just going to be the flag, isn't it? Fonts are going to be the fonts, and presumably that's just the, yeah. Okay. Config.php. This was a blank file, but I do just want to double check that. Yes. So, the only thing that really makes sense right now is to try some kind of injection on the cookie. Oh, hang on. The hash tool is called name that hash. Name dash that dash hash. There we go. Also has a website you can use. I was thinking more, it's probably going to be an SQL injection. Yeah. Okay. Good guess, huh? So, a MySQL injection error. Okay. You can redeem Zap anytime you want, just a guy. It's just going to annoy me at this point. Alright, let's try and 1 equals 1 dash dash dash. RCE temp detected. Okay, can we do 2 equals 2? No? Interesting. 1327. I guess I could do is 1338 greater than. Is it just the and? Maybe it's the and. So we can try stuff like this. I don't know if you can put it in the middle of... I don't think you can, but... Yeah. Alright. Honestly, we might just want to send this to SQL map at this point. We could do it manually. It's just gonna if it's detecting stuff. Like, can I do all 1 equals 1? I can, okay, but I can't do and 1 equals 1. Huh. Can I do like an order by? Okay. Order by 2, order by 3. Unknown column 3. So there's 2 columns. But I imagine we just can't do a union. So like 1, 2. Oh, maybe I can. We can! Hooray! We can just do a union. Number 3 in the queue. Alright. So at this point, I'm going to open my course. We'll do it manually because why not? Okay, where's my SQL injection stuff? Here it is. Okay, that's going to open there, but we're not going to care about that. Oh, I mean, it told us that we were MySQL, so I don't have to do any of the detection stuff. Lowercase and, yeah, that might work. It does. Oh, I mean, it doesn't. With your number error. So yeah, lowercase and, well done. That actually did work. So nicely done there. However, we don't even need that because now effectively we've done a union. And what a union injection is. Let me actually just get to the slides. I can probably just show that. Right, I'll just show these just a couple of slides. All right, so what a union is, if you have these 2 tables here, right? So you got one table with ID and a name, 1, 2, 3, Alice, Bob, Eve. One table with ID, country, and capital, right? If we union those, so we're selecting name from names, basically this column, union select country from countries, we're going to get this result. We're going to get a single table that contains all the rows that matched both of these queries, right? Name from names and country from countries. So what we've done here, by doing this, the same thing, we figured out there were 2 columns. And by changing this value, 5, we can change the value here. Now the question is, can we do SQL? We can, so we can actually extract words. Course include video. Yeah, of course it will. Yeah, the course is going to be me going over the slides, and I'll do a detailed explanation of each slide. It's not like me just reading the slides. And then there's going to be a demo as well. Multiple demos actually. Okay, so I'm just going to go down to exploitation. So basically what we want to do, we want to try and select, let's just try and get the database, right? So we'll do current underscore data. Oh, it's just database. Database is web app. Make a note of that. You know, screw it. Let's do Notion. Notion enhanced. And we're going to do TryHackMe. Year of the dog. Okay. What I did that. Empty page. Okay. So we have ID session cookie as SQL injection. So basically we did. Cool. Okay. So the database was it web app? Yes. Okay. So tables. So now what we want to do is we're going to do select one and table name from information underscore schema dot tables where table underscore schema equals web app. Aha. Why did I say injection scheme? I don't know why I did that. Information schema. There we go. Okay. Here's Q. So realistically, this is going to return a bunch of rows, but as you can see, it's only outputting one thing at a time, right? So what we want to do actually is we want to do group underscore concat table name. And that still only does one, apparently. Interesting. No, we can't use show tables, unfortunately. We're in the middle of a select query, which means we can't update stuff, we can't insert stuff, we can't delete stuff. We can only select things. We could I guess we could list other databases then. So let's try union select schema name from information schema.schemata. Should do. Yes, there's only two databases. There's web app and there's schema. Sorry, web app and information schema. Okay, so we were on the right track here. So again, there's only one table. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I'm dreadfully sorry. Nope, it's gone. All right, if I sneeze in a minute, you'll know why. Okay, so we've listed the tables. Let's list the columns then. So we'll do column name, information schema.columns, where table schema equals web app, and where is it? Table name, is it? Yeah, table on. Oops. Oh. Table underscore name equals Q. So there's user ID and QNum. Okay. So we're going to do group concat user ID from Q. There we go. So this one, what is one actually? That's interesting. All right. So database table is Q, calls was user ID and QNum or something, right? Let's go back one. Yeah, QNum. User ID, capital B, QNum. And so if I do this list user IDs, we get this. So these are all comma separated. So actually we can probably I go here and then paste and then do a find. Can I do a replace? Yeah. Replace that with a new line and then select all those. And we'll just do, come on. Okay, oh my goodness. There we go. And you know what we'll do? I imagine Q number isn't going to be anything useful. It's just going to be the numbers, yeah. So we don't really care about that. Although I guess maybe we want to be Q number 1. So what we could probably do is paste these in, do the same thing again. And then if we go to, oh, wait a minute. That's weird. How are there that many queues? Oh, is it doubling efforts because Hang on, where does 64 appear? Yeah, it does. Interesting. So actually, I think what we need to do then is we're going to select the user ID from queue where unum equals 1. There we go. So that's the cookie. So now if I just set a cookie here, cookie ID equals this. Does that show me anything? No. Okay, so can we, I guess the other question is, can we just write to stuff? So can we do something like union select Tiberius into out file var dub. I'm just going to test.html. Can't write. Could be HTML. Okay, that's interesting. So now can we just go to test.html? We can. Hey, we have write access. Let me zoom in. So what that did is it executed the query, which obviously returned a bunch of data. I injected the word Tiberius into this union, so the word Tiberius is going to appear in the union. And then I wrote it using the into out file feature. We could also have potentially done something. Let me just send that to repeater. And we could have also, one thing we did skip across is load file. So maybe we can do etc password or something. Yeah. Okay, so we can actually grab data as well. So we could do Dylan, for instance. So we know that Dylan's a user. I might as well do this. Yeah, I mean, we didn't really need this, I guess, so I'm just going to delete all this crap. Oops. Oh my goodness. Delete. Okay. Oh, why isn't it copying? All right, we're going to copy this again. Copy. Paste. And I'm just gonna copy. This is really the only user we care about. This is the only actual user on the system, other than root, obviously. But okay. And then we can write two files. Can write to web root using into out file var dub HTML. I think it was. And realistically, when we did that. So you see the first time I just tried var dub. That's usually, I wouldn't say it's usually, that's often where the web root is. But HTML is another one. Public is another one. Sometimes it'll actually be in user share nginx something. If it's an nginx. If it's Apache, it's usually always in var dub somewhere. All right, but now what we can do is we can just actually embed our own little can I actually do a really short one? This might not work. We'll see if this is going to work. RC, okay, right, so let's just do PHP info. Interesting. Is it going to do anything? Ooh, okay. Can we just do... we just do that? All right, interesting. Okay, so I mean, I can. What's the unhex? There's an unhex feature. Hang on a minute. MySQL unhex. It is unhex. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just write hackverter. We're gonna go here. We're gonna do PHP. Oh my goodness, why is it doing that? PHP info, right? And then we're gonna not gonna encode it. Sorry. Oh no, we are. We're gonna hex it, and we specifically don't want that. And so now what I want to do is basically anytime we attempt to write PHP code, it triggers this RCE thing. But this is going to be web app side. This is going to be implemented at the web app stage before everything is passed to the SQL server. So if I instead put this in here and do unhex, and then we do, let's just do PHP info. Okay, that should have worked. So let's do php info.php. There we go. So we got around the RCE because obviously we have encoded it. So let's just actually make a proper RCE. I've completely lost hackverter. There it is. Right, we're going to do system get cmd, and that should work. Thank you, Bonzo. Okay, so we're going to change obviously this to just do cmd.php, I guess. All right. Now if we do cmd.php, cmd equals id. Yay! We have code execution. All right. So at this point, we need to do a rev shell gen. Now we need to do nc mcnod. We're not in yet. 10.13.1.124. I need to URL encode that. This is just a very simple. All right. So I just paste this up here. Apparently didn't like copying that. My goodness. God damn, what is happening? Alright. Copy. Start that up. Paste. Hooray. Okay, that's spinning, that's looking good. Yeah, we got it.
Dispensing gratitude. Gratitude dispensed.
Thank you so much, Odin. Let's add you to the list. 0x0d1n. We're in now. Yes, let me do the.
I'm in.
Okay, so we're going to try and find Python 3. There it is. So now I'm going to do -c. So we're going to stabilize the shell, import pty.spawn /bin bash. And then we have bin bash, Control-Z that shell. stty size, stty raw-echo, and foreground it. And then what we want to do is stty rows 39, stty cols 172, and then we're going to do export term equals xterm 256 color. And all that did was make sure I can do Control-C's. And it doesn't kill my shell. Alright. So let's cat this config file before I forget. Well, I should actually probably make a note of what I did in hackverter. So RC detection. I'm going to put detection in quotes. Triggered by certain words, including probably this. So we need to hex code payload. Okay. So the hex encoded payload is this. And then we can just use this. Use MySQL unhex to decode. Why won't that work? Come on. There we go. All right. Cool. Really hate that. Where is the ability to... Can't I freaking Where did the ability to actually edit the freaking... I'm trying to make this a full width, and for some reason I cannot. Like, why? Is it this one? Okay, I'm just gonna actually save and restart Notion because I think Notion has just borked itself. Notion enhanced. I mean, yeah, you should quit your programming job and do this. This is much more fun. Honestly, yeah. There we go. Alright, I managed to get it full screen. Okay, so we have a config file here with some credentials in it. Okay. Config.php. Use this to get shell as, I believe it was data, right? Yep. Data. Alright. Oh, one thing we didn't do is we didn't start Stream Raiders. Let's start Stream Raiders. I always forget to do this. Alright, here we go. Stream Raiders is the thing we play every half an hour. Links in the chat now. Okay. I guess we should see what the index.php has. Bad strings. Here we go. So this is... Okay, this is the base 64. Oh, it was... I see, it was angle brackets. So what does this base 64 decode? That's not base 64. Hex decode to. I'm imagining this is one of the more common payloads for hex. I think I need to do convert instead. Hex to ASCII. Apart from some reason there were spaces they didn't need. Interesting. I don't understand what this is. var dub. Like what? Oh well. Okay. So I think all this was doing was the injection. Yeah, here's the injection. UID equals cookie. Alright. So let's go into the home directory. We already know we should find a Dylan. Now, we apparently need to become Dylan because user.txt is only readable by him, but we do have this interesting password. So I'm guessing if we do su Dylan, we can use... No. Interesting. Let me try SSHing Dylan. Okay. Interesting. So I mean, we could try doing MySQL. Web. Show databases. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, so we have nothing there. Can we... I wonder if we can just use the root? No. Okay, all's right. Yeah, that's still there. Okay, what do we got here? Well, we got this work analysis directory, but we can't get into it. Oh no, wait, it's not directory. File, work analysis. ASCII text, head work analysis. Ah. In the dog directory? There was a dog directory? Then there was a dog directory. I didn't see a dog directory. Anything in the DB table? No, we already enumerated that using SQL injection. What I'm going to do, I'm going to copy work analysis into var dub HTML, and then just download it. So I can just do this offline. Year of the dog. Get work underscore analysis, I believe it was. Yep. Alright. Now we can actually read this. So basically it's just an SSH log, but I imagine I imagine someone accidentally typed the password as the username or something, maybe? There we go. I was correct. I'm on fire tonight. I swear I haven't done this box before. But yeah, this is I mean, it made sense that they would, if it's an SSH file, an SSH log file, passwords are never stored in this, even if you don't log in properly, right? So what I imagine somebody did is he typed his username and then forgot to enter and typed his password or something. Okay, so home / Dylan / work. What was it? Work analysis. Here's an SSH auth log. Contains Dylan's password as it was accidentally typed. Accidentally sent as the username. Okay. And we'll put that in there as well. Okay. So I'm just going to separate out this, and we'll have now Dylan, and his password is Labradors for life. Oops. Which makes sense. Alright, now we can just SSH him, presumably. I should probably actually double check and see if there's anything else in this file. I imagine there's not. I'm going to do grep-v failed password. And use that. Still a lot. Okay. What? Yeah, it's -v. -e. Oh, it's failed password with a capital F. That's slightly better. Just quickly scanning and seeing if we can find anything else that might be useful. But I don't think there is. I imagine there's not going to be, to be honest. Well, we know we can come back to it if we need to. Let's SSH Dylan. And copy his password now. Probably we can get in as Dylan, hopefully. Yep, okay, that was alright. Hooray!
We are in.
So we're in as Dylan, now we can cat the user.txt. Oops. And submit that. Root flag. So obviously we have this sudo as admin successful. So we can probably do this. And we do have Dylan's password. So again, just copy it. User Dylan may not run sudo. Oh no. That's kind of weird. Interesting. There's this .git config though, which I'm not entirely sure. Alright, let's try opt. Shall I? Container D. Can't access that. Okay. I guess what we'll do is we'll just upload 10.13.1124 reverse limps.sh. Why did that not work? Did I forget to start my Apache server? Possibly. I did. Right. Sherman plus X limps. Limps. We're going to go t.txt. Okay, limps basically is a really good privilege escalation enumeration tool. Caching readable folders. This is going to take a while. Okay, there we go. What we can do is we can just SSH to Dylan again while that's running. All right, and it's very slow starting up. All right, vulnerable to this. What is this? Presumably this isn't what it's supposed to be vulnerable to, because it's almost actually over 2 years old. So what is this? PK exec, yeah. PwnKit. Oh, it's PwnKit. Yeah, it's probably not supposed to be PwnKit, I would imagine. It could be. Okay, there's a TMUX session. I hate when it skips down like this. Alright, what do we got? Damn, it really did skip down, didn't it? Okay, Dylan has this running. Interesting. Make a note of that. Okay, cron tab, nothing. System timers. Nothing useful, looks like. Okay, DNS mask config file. Interesting again. Okay, so yeah, we do have a few interesting ports. Notably, I imagine 3000 is the one we want to actually check. 53 and 306 are fine. 306 is just MySQL. So maybe this Getir web is listing on one of those ports, I would imagine. Okay. Okay. Yes, TMUX session here as well, which probably isn't anything, but we'll see. The git config file is interesting. Okay, yeah. Jumped all the way down. Okay. Where were we? Did I go past all this or not? I don't think I did. Okay, here we go. So, bash RCs. Okay, anything useful in this? No. Nothing interesting there. The Getir thing is interesting though. So We'll check out his MySQL history as well, just in case. I doubt there's anything going to be there. This is Limpy's, yeah. Alright, so we have these... Okay, we have all this crap. This is interesting. What if I files in the last 5 minutes? So I'm actually going to copy all of that. So I'm just recording interesting stuff. Writable logs. We'll copy that. We're just going to work our way through all this. I imagine it has to be Gatia, really. Oh, MySQL history is dev nulled. Okay, so we don't even need to look at that. I'm just going to kill this. Delete. Okay. Yeah, that's probably it. So let's just see if we can curl. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Web files, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay, let's just curl 127.0.0.1 3000. Let's see what happens. Okay, we did get something. It's Gatia. Good. Which means I can exit out this shell. And we can do 3000 to 127.0.0.1 3000. And you need to use this password. So this is just going to be a port forward, a very simple port forward using SSH. If I do this correctly, once it logs me in, there we go. I should now be able to go to HTTP 127.0.0.1 3000 on my local machine, and due to the magic of SSH port forwarding, anything that goes to my port 3000 is going to go to port 3000 on the local machine being the remote machine in this case. Marcus, we got shell. We privest to Dylan. What happened there? Why did I do that? Okay. And we've now found this year of the dog. Gatia. So obviously the first thing I'm going to do, open up a new terminal and search exploit this. Probably not that. Gatia. Well, yeah, none of these unfortunately are. This is 1.13, so all these are patched. Let's try signing in using Dylan's password. Dylan. Sign in. Hopefully. Interesting. Two-factor authentication. Tier 2FA. 2. Let's search factor. No. Huh. How do I do this? Hang on. Okay. Oh, hang on, no, this isn't the version 1.13. Forget it. That's useful though. Okay, so there's this weird user scratch code. What's that? What is a CATIA scratch code? I wonder. The only thing I realized was this git config file had Dylan at year of the dog .tryhackme in it. But yeah. Okay, can we just register then maybe? Email address gonna be Tiberius at Tiberius.com. Password is just gonna be password. Register. Okay, well the account was created, so let's see how this two-factor. Huh. How to include this image? What do you mean? Oh, this is I know why. It's my Gravatar. Because I use my actual email. So that's I didn't even notice that. Yeah, that's why. Okay. Yeah, good. I mean, I'm pretty sure this email is public anyway. You can whatever. I don't really care if you know my email is my name at mywebsite.com. All right. What do we do? Okay, let's have a look back at this. I mean, so CATIA Web is actually running as like, oh, we didn't check out the tmux. Let me do that first. Let me do tmux --list sessions. It's not --list, it's just list sessions. Error connecting, no such file directory. Yeah, okay. So this is probably nothing then. We could check out this CATIA log though. How big is that in human? 78k. So I'm gonna. Do I have write access to the web root? I wonder. I do. Excellent. Okay, so I can just download CATIA.log. Forbidden. Did I not do that right? Oh, I need to make it. Probably would make sense if I do just plus R. html/CATIA.log. There we go. Alright, I am going to actually make sure we have another hour on the box. Okay, so let's just vim CATIA.log. Oh boy. This is an interesting. So presumably, yes, there is some kind of database being used. There we go, there's me. Oh, hang on a minute. No, okay, that wasn't it. I'm just wondering if there's a... Okay, hang on. So it's after my email. False enabled, then this. Where is it? Email. Key PFL private's false. Email notification password. Okay, that's just my password hash. Alright. Well, interesting. So I wonder if we can find out where these Gatia files are. App/Gatia seems to be the right place for them. Or not. Okay, to Gatia. Okay. Gatia, there we go. Okay. Oh, the SSH directory is owned by root. I can't go into that. What's the Git directory? Just the repos. So I probably just need Gatia then. Oops. Well, there's the Gatia database. It's an SQLite. Is SQLite installed? Is SQLite 3 installed? No, no. Damn it. Okay, so we need to download this database then. And copy this to var html, and I'm going to chmod plus r var html db string and grep. Yeah, but I'm thinking what I could probably do, because I do have write access to this, I could just modify it offline and then just re-upload it. Sorry, what was it called? I'm terrible at remembering stuff. DB. Because I have SQLite installed on my Kali. Gatia.db. Okay. Select all from to_factor. Oh, what is it? There's a way of describing columns in SQLite, and I've forgotten it. SQLite describe columns. It's something using pragma. Oh, it's still schema. Okay, there we go. Schema to_factor. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Vertical rows. The UID is 1. So, is there a users? Okay, select. I'm going to describe the users. Okay, select all from user. Okay, yeah. So Dylan is number 1. So we can try and at least crack this password. Or honestly, we could just update it with mine, which is probably easier, right? So what does it do? Password hash algorithm. I'm just seeing if there's a salt or anything. I don't think there is. I'm not seeing a salt. And I wonder if there's just not a... So what I'm thinking is there is a salt. Okay, let me just grab this. Oh, it's also entirely possible I can't. Let me just try something actually, just before I do anything. So we're going to copy gatia.db to gatia2.db. And we now copy gatia2 back to gatia while it's still running. Okay, fine. Okay, so I wanted to just... Where's word wrap? Is there a salt? Yes, okay. And I want to see, is there... two-factor... So I wonder what happened. I wonder if it's just literally finding the row. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete from two-factor. Okay, and then if I select all from two-factor, we should get nothing now. Okay, and then I'm going to update user set password, yeah, password equal to, and then I'm just going to copy mine. So password equals that, and then salt equals, okay, where's the salt? Which one is it? So, oh my goodness. You know what? Hang on a minute. I'm going to cancel this one. It's going to be much easier just to do this. Oh god, no. Go away. Select salt from user. No, it didn't work. Where ID equals 2. Okay, that's my salt. Okay, and then we'll do where ID equals 1. Okay. And now we should have... Yeah, Dylan has my password now. So quit that. And then we can SCP it. Gatia.db. Dylan at box name. I'm just going to SH. Okay, and after this, we're going to do Stream Raiders. And we'll also do another giveaway. Because we have a bunch to do now. Okay, uploading Gatia. And now if I go back to here, if I copy... I've already backed up Gatia to Gatia 2. What am I doing? To Gatia.db. Okay, hopefully, if I now just sign out, sign in, his username was just, it's just Dylan, okay. Dylan password, hopefully, please work. Cheese, that's probably a cheese, but it did work. Okay. I have no idea if we're supposed to even do this. Well, we are. There is a site admin thing section, so. So basically, I downloaded the SQLite database and just to get around the two-factor authentication, I just removed a row, and I changed Dylan's password and password hash and salt. All right. We have Gatia. We have admin access to Gatia. I don't know. Enable the dark theme. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Where is dark theme? There we go. Oh, there's only arc green apparently. But that's good. There we go. All right, site administration. Update SSH authorized keys with the Getir SSH keys. So let's just cat Etsy password again. Is there a Getir user? I don't think there was. No. Let's do PS. EF. Grep for Getir. There's this S6 supervised Getir, and then Dylan's running it as web. I'm just going to see what this S6 supervised thing is. I've never seen that before. I just make sure it's alive. So I don't really understand how this helps us. Was there... There's no Docker env. And if we do ps-ef, there's a bunch of services. So I don't think this is Docker. I don't think we're in a container. There is this... Oh, hang on. There is this container, though. Alright, so actually there is a container running, but it's like running... We're not in a container. Container port is 3000. Oh, okay. So... So Getir is running inside a container. Okay, I think... Getir... Command... Execution? Getir, here we go, remote code execution. Vulnerability affect Getir before 1.16. 116, that's good, we're on 1.13 I think. So do we just use this one? Why was it not in search exploit? I haven't updated search exploit or something, right? Damn it! Got 20. Got to my password in. I think that's it. There we go. All right. Having typed my password in without my left hand is apparently very annoying. All right. Oh god, is it gonna? Okay, it's only gonna upgrade that. Good. So what I imagine we have to do is we have to use this exploit, and then we'll be running on the Docker container. All right, stop that. That's good. And then we can escape, maybe. So let's actually just run it again and see if... My goodness. Exploit db-papers now. Okay, we're just going to use regular exploit DB now. Okay, get here. Alright, looks like the only one is this Metasploit module. Alright. Well, that makes things a little easier, I guess. MSF, console. When was this released, actually? Oh. This might be the wrong thing. Because this box was released 2 years ago and this is a CVE from this year. Okay. That might not be the way we have to do this box. I mean, it's got to be this, though, right? Code execution. Ah, this one, though. Using git hooks. Alright, here we go. Let's just download this. This is from 2020, which it makes sense. I think that's the year the box came out. So we're going to extend this. Git clone this. CV. Python CVE -h. Okay. Amazingly, it doesn't have a stupid requirements folder. So can we just do pip install? There we go. Alright, target is this. Oh, sorry, it's not. It's 1.2. I forgot I was port forwarding. So it's on port 3000 now. -U is Dylan. -P is password. Reverse shell it. So does it just dash? So maybe it automatically does it. I don't know. 10.13 1.124. 124 would help, and -P 4444. Let's see if this works. Oh wait a minute, Getir versions. I didn't even read that. This probably won't work at all then. Great. Oh my goodness, what is with this box? Getir stores repos, maybe we can define SSH key? Yeah, maybe. We got Dylan's test repo. How do you find his commits? It's only got one commit. It's only got one branch. I mean, it's got to be something here, though. System webhooks. So we have these cron jobs, but I think these are just these. Hmm. What user is the cron going to execute as? Yeah, good question. I imagine it's going to execute as the Getir user. So let's find these. Oops. We did not run linps. That's actually a good point. Maybe that's worth doing. There's a manual export. Yeah, but the problem is that this is update version 1.13, which is what we're running. 1.13. There is an intended path. There is. Oh, actually, no, we did run them pieces, Dylan. Sorry. All right. Okay, we're gonna go. Actually, I'm just going to Git and see what's in here. Repositories. Yeah, so I imagine this is just literally this Git log. Yeah. Great. So we're going to go into Getir. Oh my goodness. I'm going to Getir and conf maybe. What's conf app.ini? Run user git. Getir password. It doesn't have a password. Also, it's SQLite, so SQLite doesn't have passwords. Alright. There has to be a indexes, maybe. No sessions. Jeez. Queues. Task. What's the time on this box? Maybe create a new post receive git hook. Yeah, the problem is actually being able to create it. Good night, Zerkiran. Oh, you have to, okay, we created in here. Okay. Settings? Webhooks. Okay. Git hooks, sorry. Git hooks post receive. I mean, let's just try it, I guess. So this is using the bash trick. Okay, so we're going to do rev shell gen bash. update hook. Okay. Okay, so now if we go back into this, back into the Git directory and into the repo, I actually write this and good Dylan test repo. Don't actually. Do I just need to clone the thing? Okay, let me go back into my home directory then. Can I just do git clone 27001 3000 and then whatever this was. Test repo. Okay, yeah, there it is. I can just do this. So this should hopefully work. I did, hooray, test repo. Okay, so now I just change the readme. Test git add readme git commit test yep, exit. Just make sure I'm doing that all right. Git push. Username is Dylan. Password. There we go. So it did work. But I don't know why that specific version should have been patched. It could be that it was the dev version, but still. That's very weird. Either way, we're technically in again.
We are in.
So I can exit this one. Do I have Python 3? No. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Close your eyes.
So yeah, now we probably... Yeah, so now we're on the container. We need to basically break out the container, I imagine. Okay. So we need to basically try and find something useful again. So yeah, now we have a Docker app. Let's see. Do we have anybody in the home directory? LCD, no. So I need to cd into this. No. Anything in opt? Okay. /var. Alright, was there anything... I guess we need to see if there's anything realistically that was being run on this box. Because one of the ways you can privilege escalate if a script's running as the root, or should we just run linps? Honestly, close
your eyes.
Can't cd into root. This is assuming this is the way we're supposed to go as well. What am I doing? Okay. Yes, that's a good point. Okay, so we can actually use sudo and just get a shell as root. Alright, that's good. But now my thing is gone. Can I just exit and then... Will sudo su just give me a nice shell? It won't. Can I just run bin bash? I cannot. Okay. Let's just file directory. Main root. Yeah. I mean, let's just grab limpies, I guess. CD root. 10.13 1.124. Best. Data files use managed to. Oh, okay. Oh, that's true. So data. Oh, yeah, so these are the Gatia. Okay, so if I do touch test, and then if I go back to this SSH here, CD into Gatia. Aha! Well, this is going to be very easy. Alright, let's copy bin bash to root bash here. Can't create a regular file, but that's okay. I can just go into Katia and do it. Boom. Go back here. CD into Katia. Where's bin bash? There's root bash. It's owned by Git, so let's just reown it. So we're going to own root bash. Oops. And we're going to chmod plus s root bash. And then hopefully... yeah. Oh, we need to cat root.txt, not yxy. All right.
We are in.
Whoops. Copy that. That was nicely done, hey? And just hit 8 o'clock. It's going to expire soon? No, it's not. And we did it. For those of you who don't understand what just happened, basically, who was it who pointed that out? Bonzo pointed out that data folders are usually mounted to the host. So these, where are we? It's annoying that this doesn't have a proper shell, but slash data. We look at slash data. It had this git gatia ssh, right? Which I recognized as being in the slash gatia directory. Yeah. Okay, git gatia ssh. So anything you do on this box as root will get reflected on this as root as well, for some bizarre reason. So what I did was I just went into the, because this doesn't have a, I guess, not a very good bash. Or more appropriately, because I wanted to execute bash on this machine, on the actual, what's the host name? Yervadog. So I want to execute bash on Yervadog as root. So I have a writable directory as Dylan, which is Gatia. I think we're already in Gatia. Nope. Okay, so as Dylan, I cd'd into this Katia directory, and I copied bash to root bash, right? So it was owned by Dylan. I then went back to this box where I was root, and lo and behold, it was there. So I just owned it. So I changed the owner to root, the group owner to root, and then I did chmod plus s, which makes it suid. I double checked, and yep, it was there. It's fine, all good. I went back to here, and where was it? There we go. Yeah, I did an ls again, and lo and behold, it has been changed into an suid version of bash, which you can just run using -p. So the only thing we have to do really now is check this write-up. Enumeration. Oh, okay. It wanted you to actually. Oh, the step's not necessary. Good. So we did the scanning right. We found this. We found the cookie. We did the SQL injection. Blah blah blah. Found Q. We did this. Everything's good so far. Okay. They used SOCAT, which is interesting. Foothold. We did work analysis. We got Dylan's password. Okay. Port open 3. Yep, did that. Blah blah blah. Katia. Dylan has 2-factor authentication. Oh, they did. Yep, literally how we were supposed to do it. Download the database. They just changed the user to an admin, which I guess makes sense. I just deleted the 2-factor off and changed their password, so that was easy. Okay, yeah, so that was how we did it, and then yes, the only weird thing about this box was the git hook stuff, which didn't seem to state it was working. Like, it's just weird because this says, I imagine maybe because of the dev version 1.13, like a dev is the pre-release version, so maybe it hadn't been fixed yet. But that's very odd. So that was the only thing I was a bit confused about. But then we got this, we escalate to root, and how did they do this? Download a copy of Battle. They did literally exactly the same thing, except I called mine root bash. Okay, well I'm glad about that. I'm glad we literally did everything, the official write-up, because this is the person who made the box. So that was good. I'm glad about that. There are my socials. Please follow me on Twitter while it still exists. I also need to probably add my Mastodon accounts, but on my Twitter there is a link to my Mastodon. Join the Discord server, which is not going away at all. Is also where you'll find updates about when I'm streaming, etc. And you can chat with me, which is better. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And obviously, you're watching me on Twitch right now, but if you're not following me, you should give me a follow on Twitch so you do also get announcements when I go live. But thank you very much. That was a really fun box. I'm glad there wasn't many frustrating things happening to it. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see you next time.